What's good, sneakerheads? Back here with another one. Um, this one I wasn't really too sure about. I wasn't. I love the colorway. Don't get me wrong. It's just you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll just bring it out. Shout out to Foot Locker. Got the raffle win. Didn't get the Yeezys. They had 12 and a half available, and I know I was stupid to go for 12 and a half because I should have known that nobody got a 12 and a half. But why would you put 12 and a half up if you didn't get it? Doesn't make any sense. I should have went for a 13. Probably would have hit, but I didn't. So I ended up having to buy a pair on StockX for like $300 because I really need that yellow colorway, and I'm stupid. So, all right. So yeah, I won the raffle. Shout out to Foot Locker for that. Now, you see that box, right? Size 12. Now these, I looked at them already. I'm just going to tell you now, I'm probably going to sell these. I don't really want them, especially when you look at them and you feel them and everything. They're just too gimmicky, in my opinion. I mean, it's cool to own something like that, and don't get me wrong, I love the Chicago colorway. But these are just not it. You know what I mean? So there may or may not be an on feet. If there isn't, I'm gonna on feet my band ones, my all the red and blacks or the white and reds, maybe even the breads, yeah, or not the breads, but the I'm talking about the other ones, the band ones, and then the other ones, the Bred Toes, and maybe even the other ones. I got like 3 or 4 of them, so those will be up there if I don't do an on feed of these. So there we go. All right. The main reason, well, I'll get into that in just a minute. This sneaker features a Chicago style colorway. It is Chicago. This whole thing is a Chicago one, with the exception of the tongue label and the outsole. The outsole is clear, as you see. I love the look of this shoe, don't get me wrong. I do. I really do like this shoe. Just like all the other ones, it features red leather, tumbled white leather on the toe of the side panel, a glossy black swoosh, regular. I don't even know what this is. It's leather, but it just doesn't feel like any Jordan 1 leather up here. It just kind of feels cheap, in my opinion. You would know if you got it. I mean, this whole shoe kind of feels like it's got baby powder on it or something. Like it's real dry feeling, Maybe it's just this one. I don't know. And looking at it in the camera, in the monitor I have, it looks a lot brighter than it actually is. And it looks more vibrant than it actually is. But I'll do a comparison so you can see, what real good leather looks like and what dry leather looks like. And then, you have the Spiderman themed tongue label right there. That red and blue. Then you got that clear outsole. Really nothing that off from the Chicago colorway. I mean, yeah, they do have a cool black swoosh with like a glossy kind of edge to it. If it goes in on it, if you could see that. The edge of it's kind of glossy. And then you get the extra pair of laces that have blue tips to them. So, true Spider-Man through and through. This shoe is the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG origin story. The inspiration for this, clearly, is the new Marvel movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is an animated movie. Looking into it, I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, what kind of gimmicky stuff is this? But, reading into it, it's kind of cool, But the difference between this shoe and the main difference between this shoe and the Chicago one is there's little dots all around it. They're little 3M dots. So here's a picture real quick of it reflective. Now, in my opinion, if you have this shoe and you look at it, it really, I mean, just look right there. It looks like somebody just went crazy with like a little glue pen or something. It just was like poop, 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 like all over it. There's some small ones, there's some big ones. See, it's like big, and then it goes to like nothing, and then it goes to bigger. And like I said, you know, it's a cool shoe for what it is, but it's a little too gimmicky for me, and it kind of feels cheap. If it was better quality, I would be all over it, but it's not. It's really not. I can't say anything else about it besides the fact that it's just not. I mean, if you look at the back right here, you can see that it's not even like cut right. It's cut at this weird angle. I don't know. This one looks a little better, but this one's just cut at a weird angle. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely sell these because I'm not gonna wear them. Here, I'm gonna get another pair out and compare them. Like here's a pair of my homage to Holmes. So you could look at that right there, that leather. Then you can look at this leather. Here, I'll switch it to the Chicago side. You see how glossy this leather is? Even right there on that white. You know, it's tumbled as well. Maybe not as tumbled. But this is just dry leather, you know? Glossy, dry. You can even see it right there. Prime example of it. So, I'm just going to definitely get rid of these. And honestly, I mean, I need the room. This wall can only get so big behind me. It's already pretty much taken up the wall. So the space that these would have went in are going to probably house either the Dornbecker Dunks, the Clot Jordan 13s, that I have to get that shoe, and it's dropping on the sneakers app. So, or something like that, you know? I mean, there's a lot better shoes out there than this, in my opinion. So, to each his own. If you're a huge fan of Spiderman, then this shoe's for you. If you're not like me, I mean, I like Spider-Man, but I'm not like a huge fan, I'm just going to get rid of it. Plus, I mean, they're going for like double almost, in resale value for some reason. So why not take advantage of it? Now, these shoes originally dropped December 1st, which was the movie premiere for Into the Spider-Verse. They dropped outside, or they were like down the street at a Foot Locker House of Hoops truck. And, I think they gave you a special box with it too. But that's where they first dropped. And then they dropped again December 14th alongside the Dornbeckers and all that good stuff on the Sneakers app. And a lot of people hit for them. I'm pretty sure that they made a lot of these shoes. It's kind of like a promo thing. So it makes sense why they would make a lot of them. And the crazy thing is in London, at End Clothing, there was like a fight that broke out because of these shoes. Like people that were waiting in line. I'm pretty sure it had to do with somebody skipping in line or something, but there was a whole fight that broke out over these. It's absolutely crazy. Now, the movie, and this is no spoiler, nothing. The movie that these shoes were made for, and the whole reason why they were made, the Into the Spider-Verse, is about this guy named Miles Morales. He's a Brooklyn teenager that's bit by a spider one day, just like Peter Parker. And then he realizes that he's got these superpowers, just like Peter Parker. And then this kid comes across Peter Parker and realizes there's a whole lot of people that are just like him, that have the same powers, the same everything. So it's basically up to him. I'm not sure if the other people that have the powers and everything, or maybe they're in another universe or something. I don't know if they're in on this too. But it's up to him to fight this guy named the Kingpin. Big guy. He has the ability to open up like wormholes and stuff to other universes and draw in other dimensional Spider-Man. So from what I can tell at the trailer, they pulled in like a pig that was dressed as Spider-Man, like all this crazy stuff. So yeah, it's up to Miles Morales to end that Kingpin guy, to kind of fight him. So I might go check it out. Seems like a pretty funny movie. I mean, the trailer looked pretty cool, and all their suits were totally different. They had a black one, a white one, like all types of crazy stuff. So definitely gotta go check it out. And I do have to hand it to them. It is definitely unique. I just wish that they would have used better quality material. But if you're making so many of them, you gotta kind of cut back here and there. Plus, you don't want to make the best of the best, because I'm sure they're going to really... I mean, you need some difference between the Chicago and this one. Otherwise, you're going to have people that are trying to custom and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So, one thing is, if you get these, try not to clean them too hard, because I'm pretty sure that this 3M dotting will come off. All it really looks like is like little glue spots. So more than likely it'll come off. The original Jordan 1 Chicago, released in 1985, 1994, 2013, and then 2015. Now, there was a few other sporadic ones in there, but the 2013, 2015, the reason why those were so close together was because during that time period, Jordan kind of had a issue. I mean, I don't know, their quality wasn't up to par. They had a lot of iffy things, kind of like the band ones that dropped with the X on the back of them. Those were all B grades, and they immediately went to outlets. That they all released through outlets, nowhere else. But that was like 2013 to 2015 ish. So yeah, they just didn't have the quality then. So they re-released in 2015 with better quality. And you can, go compare if you could get a 13 and a 15 just to look at it and see. You'll definitely see a difference in them. The 2013 was really close to B grades. Now, I mean, that's pretty much it for these. I heard the Chicago's, the original Chicago's, we're going to re-release in 2019. So let's hope for it. I really want to get a pair, and not have to pay a crazy resale for them, especially nowadays. Plus, I heard the quality on those are going to be crazy. So let's hope for the best. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Were you able to cop these? Do you want these? Did you want these? What do you think of them now? Like, do you agree or disagree with what I had to say about them? And are you guys going to go check the movie out? Because, I mean, it is animated. It would be a lot cooler if they did live action, but it probably would have cost a crap ton of money to do that. Given what the storyline's about and everything else, it probably would have cost a lot of money for a movie that they're not even sure if people are going to like or not, so why risk it, you know? Follow me on social media, links are in the description, and I got a lot more stuff coming, so make sure to subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe, enjoy yourself, have a good one. Peace.